Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David, Bassman, Her Ladyship, and Basswoman? Now, this morning I'm getting on to some engine assembly, I reckon. It's all painted up. So, to quote the line from, I think it's Return of the Pink Panther, now is the time, Cato. Um, so yeah, that is what we shall now do. Just give us a moment. And we shall. Aha. And boom, how you doing?
Hello, sir. How are you and David doing?
I'm doing good. Now,
What's the line from Pink Panther you quoted?
ah, the line is, now is the time, Cato. Prefaced by, now is not the time, Cato. And the reason I love the line so much is the timing of the delivery.
Mm.
Do you know the scene?
It has been a many moon since I watched Pink Panther.
Okay, well, long and the short of it is Clouseau gets back to his apartment and
Hey, we're looking at the back
he,
of your head.
pardon?
We're looking at the back of your head.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not what you want to see, is it? Thank you for that. In fact, you know why that is? Because I've totally failed to do this.
Uh-oh. Copy time.
Oh, there we go.
Good shit,
Yeah,
huh?
now, as I was saying, um, here's our engine. Yeah, Clouseau gets back to his apartment from a meeting, and it becomes quickly apparent that he's looking. Um, as he goes from one room to the other in his apartment, pretty much doing the clear routine, but not saying that, but checking that there's no one there.
Uh,
And eventually, he's what he does is he's pretty confident that the place is indeed, dare I say it, clear, and goes to his bar fridge to get a drink. Opens it up, and there's this little Asian dude in there who leaps out, and he's got a staff somehow, um, and starts attacking Clouseau, who himself miraculously gets a coffee, not a coffee, a staff, and this battle royale ensues. And in the final analysis, while they're hammering each other and breaking furniture and all the rest of it, the phone starts ringing. And when the phone starts ringing, Clouseau starts waving at this Asian guy, saying, Cato, Cato, now is not the time. And gets the response, oh, sorry, boss. So it's clearly his servant, keeping him on guard, you see.
right.
Anyway, Cato goes to answer the phone. And as soon as his back is turned, Clouseau goes, now is the time, Cato. Cracks him across the back of the head with a staff, lays him out cold, and then casually picks up the phone. Hello? He's like, yep.
Yeah, I've seen the movie and all the cartoons from the early
Oh, yeah.
70s and 80s, and they're money. They're really
Oh
good.
yeah, indeed.
Pink Panther, he's just too sly.
Now, just trying to make sure I get this angle right, because there was a correct angle for this, I can tell. I need to get my goggles on blind, it tells you.
Oh no.
Now, aha. So if that goes as that, that would necessitate. No, it doesn't necessarily follow. But that's supposed to go onto there. And I'm not quite seeing the exact angle for it, if you follow me. Rubbing.
Well, temptation was too great, so I started working on the Stranger Things sheriff blazer.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, nice one.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet. I hope. If it turns out like I hope it does, I'm gonna buy another one, so I'll have two of them.
Uh,
Got the big light bar that goes on the top of it.
I think
I
I've got that
remember.
right.
I remember when my father first went into law enforcement.
Yep.
He had the old police car like Andy Griffith with a great big red siren on top.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. The one bubble siren on top. And it was black and white. Yep.
If I think of US police cars, I think of Jake Blues being picked up in a caddy, and
Oh
it
yeah,
being
yep.
it being sold to him as got cop sharks. Cops gives the whole drill as to what he thinks so good about it. And once he's had the idea pitched to him by Elwood, the whole fix the lighter. Now, I reckon I got this sorted out.
Oh snap! Give me just
As
a
far
second. I'll be
as,
right back.
pardon?
Give me just a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Actually, I think I'm completely overthinking this. I would suggest. Yep. I think it's identical. So either side, so you just go splatch. That's what we're looking at here. So this we will now do. Let's get our glue going. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now, our next move, once we've got this on, oh, there we go. Oh, we don't. Give me a moment. There we go. Now, we'll hold that for a moment longer. Can I maybe just pop that down there? No, I cannot. There we go. Now we've got it. Very good. Next, and what it is this. There. The air filter goes on top of that, and that goes on top of this. Boom. So, moving right along. Now, we shall put 208 on, being this one. And then all right, give me a moment. Where is it? Here it is.
Hello, mate. I'm back.
Jolly good. Now this.
What'd you tear it while ago?
Nothing in particular.
Ah.
No. Right. So this looks like it sits there, but that also. Oh no, I get it. Oh, that's nice.
What part you working on?
What it is. This is the front part of the engine. And I thought, oh, that doesn't look like it sits right. But if you look properly, no, that sits exactly right. That's almost, yes, very tidy work by Revel.
Yep. Yep.
I is well impressed. Oh, fuck's sake, big boy.
Hey, you remember that wheel I dropped last night?
Yes.
It took me and my wife both getting on the floor with flashlights on our hands and knees to find that son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but we finally found it.
Well, I found my one right now, so that's a bit convenient at least. Now, I don't need my goggles for this one. So, what we do, it goes this way around. Let me just apply a bit of glue there, and all will be well.
How's the weather there at your house, Rob?
Pretty warm today. It's going to be 34. So, not quite sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but I would say 90 odd.
Yeah, that's warm.
There's no really hot days coming up yet, but
No, David said
as
it's cold over
to
there.
how long that remains the case, I mean, all I can really say to that is, this is Australia, mate. You know?
Yep. So
we don't have a reputation for hot weather just based on nothing.
How's y'all's water? I know you probably have what, town water, city water?
The water situation for people like me is pretty easy. I live in the city, ergo reservoirs, yada yada yada. Also, to a point, we even get sort of priority, for want of a better choice of words.
Right.
However, the farmers often have a far harsher set of outcomes, and some of which for pretty obvious reason.
Right.
Like earlier this year, because like anywhere, autumn comes, so should the rains.
Right.
There weren't any.
So it's both, Huh.
And it was at the point of late autumn, I was seeing dry dams.
Well, I imagine it's been dry around here.
So yeah, I have heard it suggested that they reckon, as a continent, Australia is probably will be the first one to become uninhabitable because of rising sea levels and rising temperatures.
Hmm.
Now, if that's true, and bear in mind the person who gave me that piece of information, being my sister, is known for hyperbole of things that she views as important. At the
Gonna be
same time,
California over here.
um, I'm inclined to think she may have a case of, for various reasons. Um, yeah, be that as it may.
As far as the taste of drinkable water, is it pretty good?
Oh, the water. Okay, Adelaide tap water is historically shit. Absolute shit. Um, to give you an idea as to how shit we're talking, back in the 80s, and this is again unreliable source, but I can confirm the water was awful. Um, there were apparently 2 ports in the world in which ships would not take on water. One was Bombay, or as it is now called Mumbai. The other was Adelaide.
Huh.
Um, and a guy I actually haven't seen for ages, should catch up with. He used to work in an area called the Barossa Valley back then. In fact, I think he grew up there, but that's a whole other story. Not really relevant. But he used to have to prepare porridge for B&B sort of things, or at one. And he was telling me how you'd be boiling it up and scooping the brown off the top.
Wow.
Yeah. Whole new level of yucky.
Wow.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying here?
Yeah. Well, town water around here, town water is like shit. We have a
Yeah.
well, so we're drinking it straight out of the earth. And man, I'm talking about some good drinking water, good
Yeah.
clean.
Now the water standard over here has improved significantly. And one of the things I would also say, and this is one of those unsurprising things, because I live in an area where there's a lot of well-to-do people, the water standard in these suburbs is nicer than it is out in the poorer suburbs. It's a fact.
All right.
And you've got to be going, really? And the answer is, yeah, really.
Huh.
Now, I'm wondering whether to let this sit and dry
Yeah.
a bit more.
Don't close the lid yet, though.
Are they going to be dry
Before, or whether to go straight on to putting the other side of the
No.
cylinder things on.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Do it. Do it.
I will. I am by God. Oh, here's a by God line I've got to share with you. You ever seen a movie called Dead Man?
No.
It's got Johnny Depp in it. he plays a guy who's dead. It's set back in sort of like Western times.
Okay.
His character's dead but doesn't know it. It's basically being shown his way to the other side by a Indian guide, if you like. But he's got to get to a certain place and yada, 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 yada. Anyway, at one point, he encounters these two hillbillies. And this is where you'll see. This is where this Bhagat comes into play very shortly. Anyway, the two hillbillies are played by Iggy Pop and what's his name? Tom Waits. And
No, not yet.
they're having this conversation, and it soon picks up, if you listen to it, or as it goes along, that they're discussing who's going to rape Johnny Depp's character. And then, quite suddenly, Iggy Pop's character leaps to his feet and bellows, "Well, you had the last Philistine." And Tom Waits stands up, hands on hips, puffing out his chest, and I'll have this one too, by God. Hence the line. Now, as to how this pans out in the final analysis, is Iggy Pop's character produces a gun. "I'll shoot you. Do it. Do it, by God."
I put it in the bedroom because Merlin kept picking
And
it.
at which point, well, Iggy Pop's character shoots the guy in the foot. At first, it looks like he's going to shoot him in the sort of like the chest face area. Not my beautiful face. But then sort of aims, gears his aim down to the foot and just shoots him in the foot. And yeah, Tom Waits' character puffs out his chest. Goes, "My God, I've just been here. I'm going to have to go kill someone." And it's at that point that the Indian character comes out of nowhere and casually garrots the pair of them. But yes, hence, by God. Oh, that's looking very nice. Happy with that thus far.
No.
Oop, I should move the camera a bit down.
There we go.
There we are. Just got to get the. Oh dear, Rob. Here we are.
There it
Just
is.
get the other side on. Allowed to take a bit of shape now.
Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm. After yesterday's research session, I'm pretty bloody keen to get it into position. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Because it's going to look good. I worked something, or speculated about something. I'll quickly show you on the undercarriage. Give me a moment. Got a fine set undercarriage. Here we are. I've looked at the length of this, and what I'm wondering is, where have I put? Give me a moment. Doesn't matter if here it is. Now, as it sits, so just other way around, big boy. We've got a reach of there, yeah?
Okay.
Now, we've agreed that...
Supposed to, right?
Yeah, now, as we saw yesterday, that's going to need to be extended.
Yes.
But something that's occurred to me is, why don't I, and I'm going to see if this measure, I'll have to see if I can do it this way. Once it's maybe 1 mil on there, saw right there. Up to there, glue in position, splatch. I'm wondering if this panel is wide enough to cover that gap, if you see what I'm saying.
I think it will be.
If that is so, I think that's going to be the easiest way to do that.
If you cut it there close to the bottom, and then move it up and put a piece in the, in that
Yeah,
section.
that's what I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't think I even need another piece. Although it's probably not a bad idea from the supporting viewpoint, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
But it doesn't have to be anything special. It just has to be adequate enough to help it, give it a bit of backing and support.
Yeah, and it's going to be covered up as well. So I mean, you're never going to see it. No one's going to know it.
Yeah, yeah. But it just occurred to me, I can use the same bit now. Therefore, I know that will fit the Mustang bit.
And that drive shaft's going into the back of the engine, so you may not need to cut another piece to put in the middle of it.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So it's a bit of a. We'll see how that rolls out, sort of caper. Now, other one of these. Oh, I've already done that part. Now, something I do need to consider at some stage is whether I'm going to airbrush the engine bay and the bottom.
Oh, you are? Airbrush that?
Or whether I can get it, or whether I spray tack can it. And if so, or I could go, because I've got straight black, but I'd kind of like a slightly different black, if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you need that breakup part.
Yeah, yeah. So we shall see. Oh, that's starting to look quite good. Now, glue that in. Geez, almost don't need glue. You got to be happy when it fits that nicely.
Yeah. That's what he said.
Ah, grasshopper. I see, said the blind man. Yes, Robin. I almost made a howling error, but all is well, kids. All is well in the land of Rob.
The part with the fan, that's going to fit in there nice too, right?
The part with the
fan belts.
Yeah. What's going to happen? In fact, we may even get some of that done very shortly. But the aim will be, we put the hang on, I'll zoom in a bit and need to get a bit more focus. What's more? All right.
There you go.
Now, perfect. So what I'm going to do is put the Mustang fan belt mechanism on there. Like, give me a moment. Here we go. And that goes on pretty much like so.
Yep, just like that.
Now, with that in position, we have, give me a moment. This. So we can probably put that. Let's just check depth. Going to need to do a small extension. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Because what it is, let's see if I can give you an angle that'll. Oh, sorry, guys. This gets in the way just a little, as you can see, maybe. But the difference is like mil. I could possibly. There's so many ways I can deal with that, and it's just not that big an issue. Let's have a look. I can tell you exactly what I might be able to put into that, actually, to fill that distance. And this is where the spare parts bag can come into its own.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm thinking is I can maybe put a little stem there from a old rocket.
Yep.
Put that in there. Bam.
Yep.
Ultimately, this will go here. And engine, boom, 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 boom. I do, of course, also need to paint some of this area. And, of course, the undercarriage. Gotta say, man.
Well, it won't be long for you to be putting the engine in there, will it?
Not at all. I'm just looking at the cuts here. I'm pretty happy with how they've come up, actually.
Yeah. I mean, done really nice.
That's pretty, yeah, it's one of those things that you don't do it all very often, and when you do it and it comes up, it's a winner.
Yep. You pat yourself on the back. It's a hell of a job.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's nice to do that, you know?
It is. It is. You can look back and say, I done that.
The moments I particularly enjoy and when people go, ooh, and ah, and then look at you with amaze and go, did you make that? Yeah, yes, I did.
I built it from
And
the
in
ground up.
I was going to say, and in today's episode of You May Stroke My Ego, hey, yo! Hey. Oh, well caught, sir.
Good slacking.
Well, I dropped it, but not a thing moved out of place. Oh, I tell you.
Yeah, strangely enough, that wheel that ran away last night wound up being on my workstation. We thought it had hit the floor and rolled off.
Yeah, right, but it hasn't. Yeah,
No,
I've had
it
that
actually
experience.
fell down on one of the right.
All righty. Nice. Looking very pretty. Happy with that. Thus far, at least. Now,
So on Amazon, they had their models reduced down for some kind of a sale. And I found 76 VW.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've got a V-dub to build. The one I'm going to give the Red Baron's markings.
Well, I think it was like $25 on Amazon. It was a 125, 124,
What brand?
125. I believe it was Revel. It may have been AMT.
Yeah. Here's what I was going to say. Here's I'm very, as you know, I'm going to do my V-dub with the Red Baron's markings.
Yeah,
Fun fact, he had a brother where the Red Baron was Manfred von Richthofen. He had a brother, Lothar, who was also a flying ace from World War One.
Huh.
And he survived World War One.
Okay.
But nobody hears much about him because, well, his brother's Manfred.
Uh,
Which way out does that go? To the side.
I'd actually love to find me a real one to drive.
Oh, yeah.
But the ones that
They're
are
a good, reliable car, by all accounts.
in pretty good shape, they want an armored leg for them.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't particularly want to get one I got to do a whole lot of work on.
Yeah, well, that's the other. Yeah, there's two ways you can go around this, isn't there?
I mean, I enjoy working on vehicles. You know, I've done it several times throughout my life, but I don't know at this point in my life if I want to work on a.
Yeah, there's a lot of work involved in it. Physical work, that is.
Yeah.
Hang on a moment. What's going on here? Why are you giving me the run around? There we go. Sort of. Do I need to bore it out? I hope not. Yeah, probably do just a little. Oh. David bought a twin pack of Revel. That's looking very nice, Bassman. Revel Pacific Warriors, USS Fletcher and USS Indianapolis.
Oh wow.
He's incorrigible, I tell you.
I know, right? Very much so.
Wasn't it the Indianapolis that got torpedoed and the whole shark thing going down on it? I know that's a true story.
Yeah.
And you got to say, Jesus, how brutal is that?
I know, right?
But yeah, I know there's another story equally frightening, and it's in a battle in, I'm not quite sure what country, to be honest, so I won't go cite any particular. It was one of the Southeast Asian ones, and where there were crocs.
What?
And basically, once the I think it was the Japanese troops were pretty much trapped and had no other option but to try and go through the swamp. And yeah, the crocs were waiting, and I believe the story runs that a few hundred were taken.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that could be could be wrong, but it was a lot. The casualties were significant, and look, crocs are not pretty when they take someone.
Oh no.
Yeah. They're and it's one of those things. I believe those who survived were telling tales of hearing the screams.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, yeah.
And I think that would probably be more horrifying than a lot of things you'd see in war.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we gotta have war. Why can't everybody just get along?
Yeah, well,
Feel that easy.
is the thing.
Feel that easy.
Now that would be good, but there's an unfortunate element that comes into play there, and that's because that well, there's a lot of cunts in the world.
There's a few.
This is nothing much that anyone can do about. It is something that you can only meekly accept. And work with, as far as just accept that, yep, there are such people and that's all there is for it.
Well, if there ever was a apocalyptic event, everybody would be trying to take over the world and rule it. You know that, right?
Oh, look. What I actually think would be in the event of okay, major shit goes down and society as we know it is reduced to rubble. We good with this pretext?
Mm-hmm.
What I actually think would happen is, and it's sort of what you're saying, is that I think we would revert to feudalism. You have different groups in control of different areas,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just because that's what, if you look at on the savannah, that's what animals do.
Yeah.
They form into different packs and they do their thing, as it were. Now, I reckon. Now I need to glue this again, don't I? Or do I? I do. But once that's dry enough, I'm getting that on. Yes, I am.
Yes, you can.
That's it. A very cheesy but effective election pitch, you got to say. You want something that's catchy enough for people to just go, oh, yeah. Over here, years ago, there was a guy who secured office, and his big line was, "It's time. Time for change. Time for, rah, rah, rah." And
Yeah.
he got swept to office. And part of that, straight out in the modern era, good marketing. So important for a modern politician.
Yeah.
And one thing I might do once I get this into position, I might do some repainting of a couple of parts, in fact, just to keep them nice and pretty. And probably unnecessarily so, but just because,
So
well,
pretty.
that's it. I might have mentioned to you that about on the topic of oh so pretty. There's a Sex Pistols song called "Pretty Vacant," and if you actually listen to the lyrics, it's actually pretty offensive to their fans, because the lyric is, "You're so pretty, oh so pretty vacant, and we don't care." And you think, ow.
Yep.
But hey, telling it how it is.
Yeah. A lot of songs like that, if you actually listen to the lyrics, they actually make you think.
There's quite a lot of songs like that.
Yep. Hmm.
Here's an interesting one on that one from a different perspective. I might have shared this story with you before. Now, I can actually probably do those. Oh no, I need to get that in a position, but I can do some on. Is there any here? There's a couple of little spots here just to tizzy it up and make it look a bit nicer. While I'm letting that dry. But when do you remember Steely Dan?
Yeah.
Apparently they were doing some recording, and the Beatles were at the same studio. And apparently all of Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Ringo were all quite friendly towards them, and had a bit of a yarn. Apparently, John Lennon was a bit of a prick,
Yeah.
and quite aloof and standoffish and da 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 da. So much so that, because I believe at some stage, not too long after that, he released Imagine. Or it might have been when he released Imagine, one of the guys from Steely Dan felt inclined to pass the remark, yeah, it's easy to imagine no possessions when you've got millions of dollars in your bank account.
Absolutely.
And you've got to be going, yeah, well, true. Mind you, not the Steely Dan were going without cash, but then again, they weren't the ones professing the whole ideology sort of thing, you know? But yeah.
True.
All right. That's a little touch up. That's all I wanted to do. It's almost unnoticeable. Why did I bother then?
Well, I struck it rich today. My son and I were uptown getting groceries, and I was like, well, there's some new scratch offs for the holidays come out. And so
Oh, yeah.
bought all the piece. I bought 2 of them and won $20.
Oh, that's all right. Nice one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We don't buy them very often.
I used to work at a place that did scratchies as well as pokies, and it was a sports bar, and it had a whole stack of different gambling options there, unsurprisingly.
Right.
One of which was actually straight scratchies, and it used to astound me as to how much money some people would actually invest, and I'm talking about invest in scratchies.
Yep.
It's quite substantial.
Yeah, if you're gonna play with scratchers, any kind of gambling, you know, I know it's hard, but you got to make a budget.
You do.
Get in trouble quick.
I used to know a guy who was he used to enjoy a flutter, and I remember kept picking him up. He said, getting a phone call, can you pick us up? I'm only down the road, you know, I don't have a car. Yeah, no worries, man. Da, 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 da. So anyway, I picked him up, and he'd won something like $700 on a horse race. And I said to him, oh, that's a bit of a nice score. And then he's chipped out with, well, yeah, but any money they give you is purely a loan. And you think, yeah, that is the truth, isn't it now? All right. Then we go. Boom. We are getting there.
Well, when the lottery, North Carolina lottery was up to almost $1 billion here a couple of months ago.
That's huge.
Yeah, we bought right many of them, and I think we had like 30 tickets we had bought, you know, over about 2 weeks time frame, and only one of all those those numbers, one ticket. We had 2 of the numbers. I think we had like
We had one number and it was
one number was worth $4.
Yeah, right.
That was heartbreaking.
I remember when I was about it might have been somewhere between 12 and 14. It doesn't really matter. And I used to see on the TV the lotto thing, you know, and they said, you know, so and so kept the same numbers for X number of weeks. And you'd see this a few times, and I was saying to my dad, that's how you do it. If you just kept the same numbers, inevitably they'd have to come up. And he said to me, yeah, that is true. There's only one problem. Yeah, what's that? He said, it doesn't necessarily mean they're coming up in your lifetime. And he explained that because of the number of different well, permutations and ways it can be done, there's literally hundreds of thousands of different combinations. And statistically, at some stage, the sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 must come up. And you think, yeah, look at it in that light.
Well, I'll tell you what I did do one time, and asked woman to vouch for it. We have the Cash 5, the Pick 3, and I had dabbled with the Pick 3 for a couple of months, watched the numbers, played with the numbers, and actually got the numbers on one Pick 3 one time. I think I won like $27. I wished I'd played more on them numbers.
There was a guy who used to come into one place I worked at, and I got to give it to him. He was clever. What he would do is a game over here called Keno. And if you choose one number and it comes up, the payoff's quite spectacular. Anyway, he'd come in, and this is where I've got to go, well, bravo to you, good sir. Was he would watch the numbers. And once, when he thought he'd had his number, he'd go up and he'd whack $50, which is an amount. And it was actually quite remarkable as to how often it would come up.
Huh.
Not every time, but a lot of the time. And enough that you have to be going, yeah, the man knows how to do it.
Yep. Yeah, there's a method to the madness.
Sometimes there is, yeah.
Yep.
Now, where does this one go? I'm not looking in the right spot, I reckon. Oh, no, right to the end there. Okay, so we go. Ah, there. And straighten that up. And glue that in. All right, then. Now. All right, so double glue there.
Then there was one time, I don't know, probably 10 years ago, I had went to Lowe's and I had to buy a riding lawnmower. I had my mama with me, and she was with me for some reason. And anyhow, so I was leaving the Lowe's and I was heading home. I was in the turn lane to turn left to come home, and I made a split decision to run over to the gas station across the street and buy a couple of scratchers. I bought two scratchers, $20 a piece. I come home, scratched the first one off, $500.
Score.
Yep. Scratched the second one off, $40. So I won my $20 back that I had spent on the $40 for the tickets and 500 more. My mama, I said, I just won $500. She said, no, you didn't. I said, yes, I did.
Now I've heard tales that sort of start off so promisingly and then go horribly wrong. And what I mean by that is there was a guy who used to come in to the place I worked at that had all the different gambling options. And now I might need to do some painting. And he was what's called I don't know if you have this in the US, a fly-in, fly-out worker.
Mm.
No?
No.
Okay, what they are.
Everything like that right here. Fly-in, fly-out workers. Yeah, no.
What they are is dudes who basically they'll work out in the mines. Usually it's in the mines. and they'll fly into the mines for a week, and then they'll fly out. Week on, week off, basically. And anyway, one of them, they make big money doing that.
Well, maybe so.
And often they make big money at quite a young age. What's more, fantastic. Yeah. And this lad had won big on his first visit to the Rosemont Pokey Rooms. Celebrating his 18th, he won a few grand, I think. So he done quite nicely.
Wow.
Yeah, except he seemed to think that would continue to happen. Yeah, no, it does not. You know. Here's the bad news, and he'd come in though, and he would blow big amounts, chasing that same "it happened once" sort of mentality, and it's like, dude, here's the bad news: you're getting fleeced.
Yep.
At a prodigious rate.
Yep. I've always been pretty.
Do what?
I've always been pretty lucky. First time playing stuff and doing things over there in Goldsboro, about I don't know, probably 10, 12 years ago as well. They had a NASCAR out there, the Tide car, and they had a drawing for a coat and a couple of other things. You know, a raffle box. So I filled out one ticket, put it in the box. Me and my stepdad had gone there to he had vending machines that he purchased down all over Goldsboro. And
there's big money in vending machines.
Yeah, they made pretty well at it. And
well, they can be anyway. Yeah.
Well, they had.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. But I filled out one ticket, and John Brown, sure enough, that afternoon at 5 o'clock, they called me and told me I'd won the coat. They were raffling off a coat.
Cool.
Tide NASCAR coat. Yep.
Nice.
And I still have it today in the closet.
There's a thing called a sweep that they do over here when it comes to horse racing, usually on big horse events and just like. And what that is where basically you put money in for the horse race, and you get which horse you get gets pulled out of a draw.
Right.
And it's just pure luck as to whether or not you win. And there was a place I was working at. Now over here, the big race is the Melbourne Cup. And Melbourne Cup Day, every workplace pretty much has a sweep. And unless you're a complete wet blanket, you will get involved. Anyway, so I was working at one place. I won 2 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
Winning 1 year, winning once has people going, no worries, da 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 da. Winning twice in a row based purely on a random yoink. Had people giving me the look of, what the devil? Yes, indeed. My contacts are best left not discussed. All I did there was there's a part that's got to go onto the engine that needed painting. This I've now done. What I'm thinking with regards to painting the chassis and stuff is because a lot of what I'm going to be painting is already black, and I'm putting chassis black on it. I can probably go with a brush, Ordinarily, of course, you'd apply with the airbrush and it can be a bit thin. But I reckon it'll just save me effort. And I'm a lazy bastard. It's very simple. Now, come here, you. There we go. I ask you, where is the love? Now, what's the time? Okay, I've got about another 20 minutes to go before I scooch off to my swimming lesson.
Oh, I thought you had. Is that today?
It is today. They've changed the days.
Well, I was getting ready to ask you how your swimming lesson went.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would suggest the reason why is because there weren't that many people coming to the Wednesday class. And I would suggest it's a business decision based pretty obviously on, well, they need to maximize their numbers per class.
Yeah.
Which is not unreasonable.
Nope.
So, yeah. But here's a nice combo that I'm going to be having to force myself to endure. I'm after my swimming lesson, or half an hour after my swimming lesson finishes, I've got massage. It's a hard life. Someone clearly has to do these things. And indeed, this is an appropriate time for the pain of it all. Now, what we got so far here anyway.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, that looks real nice.
I reckon I can get a bit more done actually. Now that I think about it, sit properly for me, damn you! Why, you little? Stop that! Thank you. I ask you.
Are your manifolds black?
The manifolds are chrome.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna look sweet.
Indeed, to that end, give me a moment. Here's one.
Oh yeah.
Und wo ist? Da ist. 2.
Yep. That's gonna look nice on it.
Yeah. Super shiny.
Pretty.
Yep, here's a bit I can do really new. So I shall, because that's going to make it look real pretty. Give me a moment. Now, I want many things. We'll leave that discussion there. 253. I see. This one we shall do. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Talking about the vending machines a while ago, my parents bought like 30 from this company. They actually come to the house and done a little demonstration of them, and actually went around Goldsboro and got them into the businesses for them. And all they had to do was just maintain them and make the monthly payment to the company.
Wow.
Yeah. So my days off of work, while they were working their regular jobs, I would go around and fill up all the vending machines for them.
Nice.
It was all day job on my day off. I ain't never seen so many damn quarters, dimes, and nickels in all my life.
Now I'm going to quickly tidy up a bit of paintwork on this before I glue on the rocker covers. Again, probably not necessary, but one of those it behooves me things. That's better. Much nicer. Oh yeah, that's the shit. There we go. Nice.
Clean or dirty, it's still the shit.
Now, clean brush. Yeah, starting to look good. I've got to say, I am actually quite excited with this kit as far as the way it's coming together.
Yeah, you should be. I mean, it's turned out great.
Yeah, and the whole Franken build thing is always a bit of a win.
Yeah,
I have fun with that sort of shit.
I have to do me one like that.
Now, and if it transpires that even with the lowering of the engine, that the air filter is still too high, it won't be by much, and because I'll have the bonnet up, it won't matter. That's my theory.
Is that all you got going on today? Your swim lesson? Oh, you said massage too. That's right.
Massage, swimming.
Is that the same place?
Pardon?
Is that the same place, or you have to go somewhere else to get the massage?
No, but it's just down the road conveniently. So, like, I go to swimming, and that'll be, and the place I have to go to massage is like about 500 meters away.
Okay.
So, on a time sort of a thing, it's a bit good. All right. So that way around. Yep, and thusly. Oh. Yeah, baby.
One thing I need to check into about getting a massage.
Oh, look, it's good stuff. I'm a fan, obviously.
The way my back is, it probably benefit me.
It's when I was fully getting the all the joys that arthritis can provide, and they are many and substantial. Yeah, if it wasn't for regular massage and acupuncture, I'm not sure how well I'd have dealt, to be honest.
I've actually got something. I think some of my hardware, my back is loose because when I walk, I can feel it popping.
That's not good, dude.
Yeah, my son, actually, my wife and my son have felt it before when we're walking in the grocery store. You can put your hand on my lower back and you can feel it popping.
Dude.
Yeah, I've been having some numbness in my left arm. Not doing my heart. My heart's fine.
Well, that's important.
Yeah, I've been having. It's cause I think it's cause that whatever's loose in my back is pinching a nerve.
And yeah, that would make sense. I would suggest
in my left arm and in my left pinky.
Yeah. I think I might have a bit of nerve damage on my left hand, because sometimes my left hand does go asleep. It hasn't done it for a while, but it does do it sometimes. And
your whole hand or like a couple of fingers?
Starts with a couple of fingers, progresses to whole hand sort of behavior.
Yeah.
That's unless I can massage it out in time. It's not as bad as it was, but there could be lots of reasons for it connected with holding pads, punching on all of its own, all this sort of caper. So, one of those things.
Yeah.
Never mind. There we go. Oh.
A lot of times my left hand to go to sleep when I'm driving. Because I drive my left
I've had
hand.
that experience.
Yeah.
It's a bit freaky.
It'll start out with my thumb, then go to my pinky and my ring finger.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, my whole damn hand's asleep.
There we go.
Nice.
So it's coming along.
Yeah, that's going to look real good. Once you put the manifold on there, it's going to tie it in.
Oh, yeah. No, you just stay there, by golly. Alrighty. Now I'm going to wind the stream up. Get a bit of a headset. Oh, very nice. Give you a bit of solo time there, Bassman. Hang on a moment.
All right.
Oh, hey, Jeff. How you doing?
Hello, Joe.
There we go.
Got the rear wheels on and the
Nice. Nice. Oh, I like the color you've done, the bronzy color for the
on the hog's head.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, I done the back and the front. And on the car, I've got the little side vents.
Nice.
Got the headlights in it.
Nice. Very pretty, mate.
Thanks, sir. Let's come together. That's what I've done this evening.
Alrighty. Now, give me a moment. Boom. There we go. Oop, I should zoom out, and here we are. Now, thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Now, first-time viewers, I'm sure you know what I'm about to suggest. Follow, like, or subscribe. Who would have thought, eh? Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And follow, like, or subscribe.
Subscribe.
That's the one. Hit that button, by golly. Oh, hey, I see you've just caught us as we're winding up, I'm afraid. However, I'll be back tomorrow. In fact, to that end. Now, tomorrow, I have nowhere to be in the early part of the day. So that means we can sit and model for we can go. I believe the term I'm looking for is extended play.
We can make it a break.
That's the one. So we'll get a few things happening. Alrighty. But at the end of the day, we will be back tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. Hopefully we'll catch you good people then. See yous.
See ya.